Going to do a reading for fire signs for the first half of November. We start November with a full moon in Taurus. November 3rd, Mercury goes stations direct. It will last in its shadow period until about November 17th. And Mars will station direct on November 12th. And then right after that, we have a new moon in Scorpio. So first half of November, hoorah, right? Fire signs. I'm going to use a new tarot deck that I got called Aquarian Tarot. Give it another shuffle. The spread I'll be doing for you is one that I've designed called the Whatchadoin Spread. The way I do Whatchadoin Spreads is I face all my cards down on the table. Put one down for your energy, one down for the situation's energy, one down for your energy. One up top for the overall energy, one down below for your room to grow. You hear Jack? One off to the side for the preceding energy, and one off to the other side for the potential future outcome, advice, or warning. Thank you. Okay, fire signs, let's get started. Situation's energy is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Your energy is the Hanged Man. So, fire signs, it seems like there's a situation or somebody, removed from you that you are waiting on to hear from, to get an offer from, some type of response. Because you are in a hanged man mode of waiting and kind of going with the flow, Jesus take the wheel. This is also one of enlightenment. So it's enlightenment in this, like, what will be is your overall energy right now. The situation's energy, somebody is complacent. They may be hung up on this disappointment and not being aware of actually what's on offer to them. This very comical, honestly, this very comical hand coming out from the tree, or it looks like the tree, actually it is a cloud, but, offering this cup. I think that's pretty comical because it does look like he's like coming out of the tree, right? But that's neither here nor there. It's somebody is hung up and maybe stalled on reaching out, on replying to something, but due to their own preoccupation with these three cups that actually bring them no joy. They are complacent. They may fear rejection. Okay, there's a lack of self-confidence in this card, but you also are released from that type of energy because you understand that that is not a reflection of you. So you're just like, what will be, will be. Great. Fire signs, your energy up top, Three of Cups. That could be about a reconciliation. That could be convening with friends. Hey, Jack. Sorry, he's trying to bite something. Three of Cups. This is, it's socializing. Convening with friends, talking with friends. This could be then talking with friends. Whereas the Three of Cups in here, this person is unfulfilled by their social circumstances, and they aren't realizing an offer that's here. Whereas you feel quite content. For this overall energy, you feel quite content. You may be getting a little bit anxious, though, hanging there upside down, in suspension. Seven of Cups is the room to grow. There's a lot of interesting things in this cup. A lot of interesting things in these cups. One of these cups has a rainbow. I see a flower. I see a head, a severed head. I see one that is overflowing with fruit and a butterfly, a snake, a hand holding an ace of wands. Ooh, that's very interesting. And then a cup, I'm going to go ahead and guess that this is an interpretation of what a scuba diver's helmet would look like. See that up there? But then this is the one that's caught my eye. One of those cups is an ace of wands. And then this is a hand that is also holding a cup. Interesting. I'm going to keep going. Fire signs. 10 of Pentacles. In the past, there was a closure to a cycle that had to do with work, business, finances, your home, your family. Maybe you're not on speaking terms with somebody in your family at this time. Ooh. There is a chance that you will be seeing them at a party. And it will be like, there's one of these people here. It looks like you may chance seeing them at a party or seeing them out and about, but unexpectedly. Okay. With Temperance. Oh, yes. This is why I got this deck. Look at this card. Can you see that? Temperance. And what this temperance means is having a bigger view of something and taking kind of a mindful, it's, oh God, what is that? It's using, excuse me. It's autonomous. Okay, it's like self-healing. You will be unaffected and somebody else will be bothered, and they'll be hung up on when they saw you. The room to grow for you is to, in this Hanged Man energy, take a higher perspective and an inspired perspective of your, say, confused emotions, which it looks like that's what you are doing, because you're going to wind up, and I think it's taking that Ace of Wands, either the Ace of Wands or, say, nourishment for the self with these fruits and this butterfly, this butterfly here. It's like this is the cocoon, okay, and you are nourishing your soul in some way, nourishing your soul. You're in cocoon mode, but in the future, blossom out in, I want to read the actual words of this, because this is the medieval divination cards. So Temperance, mature adaptation to whatever life offers. Individualized existence. You are removing yourself from it. And somebody else is not being able to. Somebody else is still emotionally tied. And though you have some confusion, you are also taking responsibility for yourself. Great. I'm going to take from, you know what? I don't want these. I want cards from Fountain Tarot to clarify for fire signs. Okay. Get a little bit more information about this Ten of Pentacles. Tens are, completions of cycles. They're also pauses to celebrate, Thank you. With the Page of Wands. It was like whatever that close to a cycle was, or whatever was closed out, you like kind of flirtatiously galloped away from it. I know that sounds really weird. Somebody could be trying to reconcile with you. You just got, okay, so 10 of coins just flew out and flew directly on top of the 10 of coins that is over here. So with doubles, it could have been two different parties. Yeah, you had a quarrel with somebody in your family, or there was a type of split in a family. But it was an ending for both. But it looks like it worked out like for the better for you. Like you went from one 10 of Pentacles to a new 10 of Pentacles, and this is one of, there's no other people there. Okay, it looks like just moving onward to, okay, this is where my happiness and my abundance is. I'll go over here. I know where to go. You know, and this is not quite the same experience here. If it's also doubles like this, it can also be generational. Breaking breaking a generational pattern or an ancestral pattern. May I know more about the Four of Cups, please? Actually, may I please know more about the Three of Cups as the overall energy? Get some guidance on that Three of Cups. Get some guidance on that Three of Cups, please. Okay. Not the Three of Cups yet. May I please know more about the Hanged Man for fire signs energy? Thank you. Six of Swords. Leaving the past behind. Taking an opportunity to move forward. Deciding to set off onto a new path. With clarity. You've found a way to release something, but somebody else is having trouble releasing that something. I think it's a shared something, but you're just taking the route that's best for you, for what your own like growth is, what your own spiritual growth is, and you kind of come to the realization that you can't force another person to do the same. The Fountain in the reverse. The Fountain in the reverse is that they are not seeing... Honestly, I hate to say this because I don't like saying somebody's ascended. You know, like I don't like saying like, well, you've ascended and they haven't. But you have expanded. And they, by their own will, spiritually, in regards to mindfulness and being under a unity consciousness, they are still quite tethered and bound. They are bound to expectations. They are bound to how other people's actions must reflect something about them. They may be judgmental. Those are real things, and they're things that we can have compassion for, okay? And sometimes, even then, when you separate yourself to be autonomous and, you know, have the bigger picture, accept reality as it is, you look back and realize another person has not accepted reality for what it is. They would rather spend their time sulking or being, disappointed until they get the pacifying that they want. And that's kind of their own problem. And it's not your responsibility. That doesn't mean you're better than another person. It means it is what it is. You're not responsible for another person being bound to their own disappointments. You have your own disappointments to tend to. You have your own emotions to sort out. You know about this Three of Cups? For fire signs. Thank you. Ten of Swords. How are you addressing pain? How are you ending a cycle of perpetuated pain? The situation's dead. And here's the thing, the situation's dead, but when you come into that encounter, fire signs, when you come into that encounter, you may have mixed emotions in feeling that, but you also have like a spiritual outlet and a way to see it differently and move forward from it, almost like you can see this person and just be like, wow, I'm glad that I don't feel that way anymore, And the other person could look at it and say, I can't stop thinking about how badly they hurt me. I can't stop thinking about the disappointment. And they're just ignoring their own chance to move forward and replenish their cup. Ooh. Seven of Cups. May I please have one for the Seven of Cups? Thank you. There is that Ace of Cups. There is that Ace of Cups. So this is a room to grow for both of you. You guys both need a replenished start in love. And that's self-love because it's about individual. What was that? What was that called? Individualized existence. Loving yourself. Keeping yourself open to be able to love others, but you can, give your love to this person all that you want. If they are in this space, there's clarity. Do I need to even keep talking to you? Clarity. I also see this as a sword of truth. I also see this as a sword that helps you set your boundaries. Okay? And cut off conversations that are going in a direction that you do not need to continue to be in. Fire signs, you keep doing the work, and sometimes it can be really, really hard when you see that another person has not expanded in the way that you have. And it can even make you feel a little guilty, especially if it's family. Oh God, especially if it's family, right? But also understanding that with appropriate boundaries, you don't have to cut out the whole person out of your life. You just have to have the boundaries that you need for your individualized existence, and so that you can enjoy your new cup, which looks like, again, the one that I keep looking at is both the one with the fruit and the flower, and one with the Ace of Wands, or that's called an Ace of Rods there. But it's nourishment for your heart, for your soul, and for your body too. That can be self-nourishment, it can be with another. I'm not a judge here. That's what I see for you. So don't be afraid to set your boundaries. Don't be afraid to declare your truth. And accept others' truth also. Okay? Don't try to alter somebody else's truth. If this is where they're at, this is where they're at. Okay. Well, that's my reading. I hope you got something from that. And first half of November is going to be something else. All right. Be well. Bye.